Yeah.
Huh? See? Paul's ever the consummate YouTuber talking about his hair.
Wait, I can't find it.
Joe Kersey and Paul Bennett here on Thursday. Notice Thursday, April.
Again, no sound check.
Notice Thursday, April 30th, 2015 at about 5 1/4 in the afternoon Eastern Daylight Time. And now Paul got home and as it turns out, I kind of thought I might be wrong about this memory. Paul did not go over to Liz and Henry's last night with me.
I thought it was going to be a straight meeting, and he's just going to be.
Oh, it's never going to be a straight meeting with me around.
Just a sit-in witness to try and catch an idea of what the shit the electric company was going to talk about. And I said, I'm not going over there, and I don't need to sit there and meteorate or.
Oh, I like that.
Hang out.
I like that meteorate. I like that meteorate. I like that.
Sat there.
That's a great word.
So I stayed home. I wasn't there.
Well, as far as the discussion of the easements and so forth, that's neither here nor there as far as what would have interested you. But you would have liked to have seen Fred.
And Liz.
And his sister.
Big Tony.
And Big Tony. And
Liz and Henry.
Yeah. And then the other Liz and Henry. And then and you would have enjoyed this absolute hot dog fest that Liz cooked up. I mean, I think I had 3 hot dogs. And I was reminiscing about how, when your folks lived over in the corner house,
they're always grilling hot dogs.
Yeah, and all this hot dogs. They go up there and I'd have like five of these fucking hot dogs on a Sunday afternoon or something.
Oh God! Remember those god awful ones that had like cheese chunks inside them?
Oh, those were just deadly.
Those were crazy.
I mean, you may have well just as given yourself an instant monosodium glutamate headache on that one. Yeah, that was. Those were.
Correct.
I'm surprised they were able to sell that legally in the United States. Yeah. I bet you they can't sell it anywhere in the European Union. I'll tell you that. Yeah.
It's bad enough that shit's fake meat and stuff. They stick fucking cheese in it.
It was like when I taught freshman chemistry lab at Ohio State. It was like going down to the supply room and getting some reagents. It's like just have some pure chemicals here. Have some chemicals. Take a piece of bread and put chemicals on it. I mean, those were awful. But the really good, but in general, they had really good stuff, and that was good. And those were fun afternoons too. That was fun. Those were fun afternoons. Because you never knew who was going to turn up and what was going to happen. What was going to happen. Don't mind me popping pills. I'm taking these so I can stay alive.
Like today, Eddie was supposed to show up, and his mom and dad were going to come up. They hadn't seen him for a long time, and he had this Volkswagen.
Oh yeah.
Thing.
Yeah, the thing's far about the right way to describe it.
Anyway. He's on his way up.
Did it even have a clutch that worked?
Yeah. But the front end locked up.
The
car flipped up. Flopped over on its roof in the middle of the road.
Yes. So locking up front, yeah.
And he called. He says, can somebody come and help me? He says, I need to get my car right side up so I can keep on coming up. He said, it's like the wheels locked up on the front and it just went right up on its nose and slammed down on the roof.
Yeah, that's what would have happened to that 2001 truck I had too, or 2000 truck if I hadn't gotten rid of it in time.
And, well, it turned out his mom and dad did show up and they did drive by it, but they didn't recognize anything. They didn't notice that Ed was standing over in the front yard, like waiting for a tow truck to come and get this car off its roof and take it somewhere, which it wound up here.
Well, fortunately, not down in our part of the 8 acres.
No, over at the
no, we've had a couple of long-term
shits hanging around.
Hulks of vehicles hanging around down in the end of our drive. Right. I finally had that Mike Hill's car towed back to
the blue one with the white roof.
Yeah.
That duster thing or whatever.
I don't know what it was, but I mean, I got tired of it, and that was because Ed and Helen were getting married, and we wanted to get it out of here.
So we'd have parking space.
Yeah, so people could park, rather than having this thing sit there like some sort of albatross down at the end of the drive.
Right.
I had to slip the tow truck driver a little extra on that one.
Just lose it somewhere.
Well, no, I suggested that, but he says no. Just give me an address. Okay, so I gave him an address.
Okay. That was kind of like a couple of weird things that would happen.
Yeah. So let's see. How did we got off on this? Oh well. So anyway, so I did think Paul had gone over there last night, but isn't it funny how the mind works? Now, apparently there was some teabagging action at the hotel today.
There was somebody was going on about it.
About teabagging?
Right. And I was thinking, like when you take
great phrase.
When you take your tea bags out of the teapot and you stand there and you squeeze the last bit of the tea, I was thinking that.
Oh well, sometimes you do want to squeeze that last bit out when you are teabagging.
And I told this corporate person of the place.
Apparently this was like inspection day or something?
Right.
Yeah.
And I said, well, my roommate always squeezes the last extra bit of the tea. It really makes it better in the teapot. She says, no, not that. She said what she was talking. I said, I've never heard that phrase.
You've not heard that before?
No. But you had evidently from...
Well, I heard from my son Thomas. Yeah, my son Thomas taught me that back when he was in college. Yeah. I got a cough on that one again. Excuse me.
Neither did anybody else in the group.
Really? I mean, nobody at the hotel else? Nobody
Gail
else?
didn't know what she was talking
Well,
about.
I'm not surprised at that.
Lee, Dee Dee.
I'm surprised Dee Dee didn't know.
Dana.
I'm surprised Dana didn't know.
Neither of them eating this guy.
I'm surprised they definitely didn't know. Definitely not surprised they didn't know. Well, see, I said when when Paul and I talked about this earlier, I mean, I think that term's actually becoming kind of passé now. It's kind of an old. It's kind of
it was something back in the 80s and
90s. It's old now. I mean, it's not a current term. Although I don't know, maybe it is. But I mean, I think like a lot of the slang sort of stuff, it just gets you use it for a few years and then. And everybody goes from the younger people to the older people using it. And then when the older people start using it, then it goes away. Period.
But for those who don't have no idea what we're talking about,
there we go.
It's about ball sucking. Sticking your balls in another person's mouth.
Well, it's where you straddle, on
sit
your
on their
knees
face
and
shove your balls in their mouth.
Well, it's not shoving. I mean, it's supposedly being a consensual activity,
right. I know.
Where it's supposed to be fun for both parties. Now, there are some guys. I will say there are some guys who are built for teabag. They've got nice little compact. You can get both of them in your mouth at one time. And then there's others, where you've got, guys that have like this sort of splayed out. You can only get one in at a time. I don't know. Would that be called hemi teabagging?
Or horse bagging?
Or what bagging?
Horse
bagging. Well, I suppose so.
Yeah, because they're
yeah.
Huge.
Well, yes, they are. Yes, some of them do have. My antivirus software is bouncing up and down like mad. Go away. You've done your job. I know you've done your job. Stop doing that now. Well, any other adventures today, Paul?
Oh, no. Oh, food in the meeting room.
Tell us.
Popcorn and pizza.
Oh, fuck popcorn.
I'm sorry.
I like pizza.
But personally, I think popcorn stinks.
It's always seemed pointless to me.
But they put out bowls of like chocolate chips, M&Ms, peanuts, and a thing of pepper for you to put on the popcorn and put it in the bag, shake it up, and then eat it.
Were you supposed to put all those on at once, or just select
whatever you wanted, and however you wanted to do it? And they're like, "You gonna try this? It's great." And I said, "No," I said, "I can't even stand the smell of this stuff."
Well, I like the smell of butter and grease.
Taste
I love the smell of butter and grease, but I don't particularly see the point of popcorn. Yeah.
I don't either.
But you do like butter, and you do like grease.
Yeah.
But you don't like the smell of it in the context of popcorn.
No,
oh.
I think it's that, and it wasn't like the real. I have seen where you can get big giant puffy popcorn things, right? These things were like size of your pinky fingernail. Folks, you're wasting your time. That ain't the good. Really, that wouldn't be the good kind to eat to me.
So, guys, it's just been another great day here on the Island of Peace up here on Alum Creek. It's kind of been an adventures in reality sort of day. So, on that note, I'm going to say bye-bye, YouTubers.
Have a good night.